Adam Weinrib on behalf of FanSided here today with Anthony Anderson. And Anthony, you are here on behalf of Charmin. I'm told this is your second product launch with Charmin. Why don't you start off by just telling me more about this product?
Well, this product, Charmin has always been about making your bathroom experience better. And they listen to their consumers. The consumers called in and complained and said, they're tired of the toilet paper sheets being the way that they are, this square. They can never get a proper tear. They can never get anything right. They're always wasting paper. So Charmin listened to them, and it's been 100 years since Charmin has changed the look of their toilet paper. So this iteration, they reinvented the square to give it an easier tear. Boom. A smoother tear is what I'm talking about. Look at that. It's no longer a square. It's square-ish, but it's not a square. And they have these scalloped, wavy edges right here. And this is what it's about. They listen to their consumer, and this is the new product that they're bringing. And here it is right here in the blue package, Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. That's what you want to get.
I appreciate you bringing it along. It's a visual medium. It definitely helped me out. You are busy with not only the Charmin sponsorship, but you just had a travel show with your mom, Trippin with Anthony Anderson and Mama Doris, hit Peacock. Now, I don't know if I could stomach doing a travel show with my mom. Did you settle any longstanding beefs from childhood, or did it only kind of get worse?
We created some new beefs. We created new beefs. It's it was interesting spending, 6 weeks with my mother on the road. First off, I'll say it was a beautiful thing creating these lifelong memories with my mother. This is something that she always wanted to do. She wanted to entertain. And I thought, what better way than to give her this type of gift and celebrate her in this way. And on top of that, have a film crew come along and document it. And on top of that, have her get a paycheck. So, she was excited more so about the paycheck than anything else, if you know my mother and her bingo habits. But we had a great time. With the show, you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. It was authentic. It was real. Some moments were a little bit more tense than others. Again, spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with your mother, and you can't get away from her, and she can't get away from you. So, it started to wear at one point, but then we got back on track, as any really great relationship does.
Now, I want to talk sports with you too. You have experience at both MLB's All-Star Weekend and the NBA All-Star Weekend, playing in their celebrity events. How would you compare the two, like the All-Star softball versus the NBA celebrity game, which is sort of a more fun event for you?
Well, now that I'm 53 and my knees and ankles don't work as they used to, softball is a lot easier for me to play. Even though I love playing basketball, but who wants to be 53 with a torn ACL? Why? Playing in a celebrity game? Why, Anthony? Because they asked me. Not worth it. But I enjoy both. It's a great time. Both organizations, both leagues are great. Have always welcomed me. So yeah, I love the opportunity and the chance that I get to show what little talent I have on a baseball diamond, softball field, or a basketball court.
You've both played in and hosted the NBA's game. Who was better than you thought they would be at basketball, and who was maybe a little worse?
Who was better than I thought they'd be? Well, first off, I'll talk about the worst guy. Kevin Hart is the worst. And I don't understand how he got MVPs all those years during the celebrity game. I think it's because of the trash talking. But Kevin Hart is the worst player on earth. Who would I think is who's better than I thought? Jamie. And not that I thought he was bad, but we used to play in the celebrity league together and ended up playing alongside one another and against one another. And like I said, I never thought, oh, he sucks. But it's just like, oh, damn, I didn't know he was as good as he is. One of those things. Just like when they see me play, when I played, they were like, oh, I didn't know Fat Boy could move like that. Fat Boy can jump. Fat So I'm pretty sure I would like to think they were impressed with my athletic prowess as a heavy-set brother at the time.
I appreciate that answer because I feel like when I ask people usually like, hey, who's the best and who is the worst? People aren't willing to answer worst. They're like, oh, everyone's fine. And you went to worst first. You're like, well, let me get this out of the way. I got to.
I played with Kevin. Kevin's a ball hog. He always wanted it was about him. The last time we played together was in Toronto, the NBA All-Star in Toronto. And every time I touched the ball, he's like, give me the ball. I was like, look, sucker, I can shoot too. So that's why I'm coming at Kevin the way that I am.
What about we'll close on this. What about this season's NBA campaign? Do any teams or players strike you as Charmin SOFT? Maybe James Harden?
No, hey, man, I'm a Clipper fan. So watch what you say about James Harden. He's not a Clipper now. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what look, man, he's a 10-time All-Star. We're gonna see what how he helps our team. We look pretty good. I mean, this is a contract year for Kawhi and for Paul George, and a 1-year deal with James. So it's we're going for it. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Well, Anthony, thank you so much, and I'll make sure that this video gets to Kevin Hart's people. I appreciate you taking the time.
I'm sure you will. And Kevin's going to talk a lot of shit. But all right.
Thanks, man.